Hello YouTube and welcome back to The Zone, where today guys we have another Christian saga to uncover, unfold and present to all of you today here. So let's go into Fridays After 5, and that I've like did a very quick I saw this image right here and I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. They found me in life to catch footage. And they found me in real life to catch footage of me for their gross, uncool amusement. Chris referring to the trolls at Fridays After 5. Fridays After 5 is a large block party concert series that takes place in Charlottesville, Virginia and Owensboro, Kentucky from spring until fall. In June 2010, Chris was recorded there enjoying real life for once. Well, that's something. Chris first mentioned Fridays After 5 in a video explaining his near hit and run on Michael Snyder. Based upon this knowledge, Chris has attended the event ever since at least the 4th of June 2010. Chris first alludes to his knowledge of Fridays After 5 in the video Rollin' and Trollin', in which he stands outside the Charlottesville Pavilion and mentions how Christian and the Hedgehog Boys play there every Friday night. You know he's straight because his bra says so. Guys, I'm just going to take a look, show you this guys just for 1 second. I know I've discussed this image kind of before, but let's just go over this. 2010, so Chris would have been 28 years old at this point. And so the gauge is not a problem, but just look at the way he's dressed with the fact that his gut hangs so far out. He's wearing basically a bra out in the open. The glasses, and just ladies and gentlemen, listen, if I didn't think there was some, that this guy was at least, not, well in the head, I would have also been under the suspicion that he might have possibly been the most opportunistic, pervert out there, because, well, one, he kind of is, but who is I want woman? No woman will ever go near somebody like this. I'm telling you that from experience. I'm going to tell you that right now. That just, I'm not saying that I've ever gone out there and looked like this, but just no. There's no chance. There just isn't. I don't care if Chris is friggin' smooth all over. I don't care if he's smooth or not. In fact, actually, maybe it's because he got himself smooth all over is why he went like this, because I don't particularly think women would have been that attracted. I mean, they weren't already to all of this. So now that that's out of the way, let's continue. 18th June sighting. On the 18th of June 2010, Chris went to one of these events, and a Good Samaritan, YouTube name Zero Archer Bunker Zero, took these videos and pictures of him out in public. According to the author, Chris wore a t-shirt that says "I enjoy vagina" and was wearing a gay circular thing on his hip, which is most likely his Poke Walker. At some point, Chris pulled back his crude shirt to reveal his flappy gut and muscle bra, which he had apparently seen fit to write "I want woman" on with permanent marker. Note the apparent, inexplicable, knowing Chris, absence of the medallion of fail, although it could have been removed just temporarily in order to simplify the probably planned act of pulling back the shirt. Chris's clothing indicates that he is looking to put a new twist on his old tricks, like the attraction sign. Chris is shown making a point to display the writing of his clothing, declaring that he enjoys vagina and wants woman. This is yet another example that this autistic man-child does not learn from his mistakes of the past. Also, the videos filmed at this event mostly showed the back of Chris's head, which shows a small but emerging bald spot. Besides exposing his covered bosom to potential sweethearts, mostly severely underage, that's also a very big red flag right there if ever there was one, Chris spent his time at the event drawing flip notes on his Nintendo DSi and trying to dance with his famous autistic chicken dance, with all the grace and skill of a CWC fighter. It is unlikely that Chris was aware of being photographed, which proves that all these actions are Chris's ideas of being normal. When Chris eventually realized it, or it seemed so, he was being observed, he suddenly disappeared like Batman. And Here's Chris apparently dancing with technically kids much younger than him. Chris exhibiting elbow spasms, attempted to dance. Note the man on the bottom right shaking his head in disbelief. Yeah. And you can also see here this girl here looks about 8, 9 years old, and Chris already has his friggin' butt crack hanging out. Chris trying to pick up a boyfriend for a girl. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, 9th of July sighting. On the 9th of July, the troll who spotted Chris on Independence Day spotted him again. According to the troll, Chris had unscrewed the zoom lens from his DSI and was using it as a rudimentary telescope by pressing it up to his eye. That's, again, not weird as well. Somebody to try and make it, a telescope in a public place. Sorry for, and this is in Chris's own, I believe in Chris's own words. Sorry for not, okay, no, this is from the guy who spotted Chris. Sorry for not adding more with the pictures, but I did notice that Chris had taken his DSI zoom lens, thanks for clarifying that up for me guys, off his DSI and was using it as a telescope. He had it pressed against his eye and was constantly watching around him for a while. He also had this habit of taking off and putting on his sunglasses within seconds of each other. It seemed like he paid more attention to what was going on around him than what was happening at the concert. At one point, I noticed a girl who looked like she was probably still in high school jump on the ledge beside Chris to join a group of friends who happened to be stationed behind the man baby. In the process, Chris turned to her and it looked like he said something to her, because immediately her facial expression changed from a legit happy one to a forced smile one. She joined up with her friends and they immediately huddled up together, whispering about something. At the same time, they all looked up at Chris and laughed. I can only imagine what he had said to the poor girl. A few moments later, one of the guys in the group picked up his cell phone and snapped a picture of Chris from behind. Maybe he's aware of who Chris is and will share his story somewhere else. At that point, whether or not Chris realized they were making fun of him or not, he picked up his stuff and switched seating spots. I chose to take my leave at that point. So, undercover sightings despite that, but this time the troll managed to take a picture of Chris, who appears to be wearing 3 Pokewalkers of Fail. What does he need 3? Unless the Pokewalkers were available for the remakes of Gold and Silver. Why does Chris need to own 3 of them? 2 are red and white, and a custom painted one is barely visible underneath his arm. He also has what looks like a small bottle of hand sanitizer tucked into his belt. Chris has been known to immediately follow up any handshake with using hand sanitizer on himself. Chris is also holding a small piece of paper between his legs in both photographs, proving even further that he hadn't learned a single thing in the past 7 years. Chris's response to the sighting, delusional as always. I lured out one last Friday at the pavilion. Obviously, I should have gone after him in pursuit, but the only plan I had programmed in my head in response is taking their picture from my DSI. I have reprogrammed my mind to pursue after lure yell for a policeman, and have him arrested for taking photographs at the pavilion during Fridays after 5. On their triangular red column, they have a rules list which includes no cameras or videotaping are permitted. I am positive I'll lure out the same guy from last Friday. I only got a brief look at his face, but I'm positive I'd recognize him on future sight. Note that he says he's going to have the troll arrested for taking photographs, while in the same sentence noting how he had been taking pictures himself the whole time. Yeah, and he said that over the internet. 16th of July sighting. On the 16th of July, a different troll managed to spot Chris at the park. While no photos were taken, the description given paints a very unusual picture. This probably isn't a big surprise to anyone, but Chris was also at Fridays after 5 on July the 16th. No pictures, I'm afraid. He was wearing a bright orange sleeveless shirt with what looked like a beer logo on the back and holding a Budweiser aluminium bottle. a little mini-made fan made to look like an iPod, and a hula hoop for some reason. Most importantly, he had a sort of basic attraction sign with him. Nothing elaborate or directly sexual, but it said something like friendly and flirty man zone. Oh my god. Or something similar to that, and with more smaller text under that I couldn't make out. He was sitting on the back grass part and left a few minutes before the music was over. I would have loved to catch Chris's attempts at using the hula hoop. I bet that was funny as hell. While the initial footage from June introduced the Want Woman bra as a sort of makeshift attraction sign, the most recent sighting reports a fully fledged return of an actual attraction sign, albeit a very basic one. The hula hoop is more puzzling. It's entirely possible that Chris bought it and to do dance moves seen on this very page, but given Chris's abysmally low stamina, corpulent physique, and total lack of coordination or dancing ability, this seems like a very unusual choice. Another theory is that he used it to mark the boundaries of his friendly and flirty man zone. He can be seen at the end of one of the videos dancing, apparently looking at and drifting towards a girl using 2 hula hoops near the stage. Whether this inspired him to bring one himself or not is a matter of speculation. Today. As of September 2015, no further sightings of Chris at the event have been reported, and it is likely that Chris no longer goes there in fear of being recorded again. He now spends his time at Seville Pride, Impulse Gay Social Club, and OmegaCon. And you can see all of these pictures here. Let's just kind of like just start at the beginning. Return of the King, they say. It's literally just a picture of Chris just sitting down, all alone. As there's like, Jesus, just take a look at this one. Everyone is just nowhere close to Chris, and also just look at the difference of the way these people are dressed compared to Chris. I'm not saying that to make fun of him and that, but everyone here just sort of like thought that Chris must have looked a little bit strange, probably because the "I want vagina" on his shirt. Preparing to put moves on a gal pal. Oh god, what's this? Oh no, okay, no way. And you see here, the gal pal's gone. You mean the very, very young children all surrounding, and Chris just... his ass looks like he's about to eat that pole. Oh, potential new gal pals. Jesus, just... creepy... Yeah. Oh my goodness. Scene. I think what Chris just tried to like gyrate on the fence there. Eventually, an urgent need to draw some shit prevails. Chris enjoying the real world, also dadass. Yeah, especially look at that. Just Chris has a deep conversation with an 8-year-old. Apparently, I hope to God they didn't interact for any more than a second. Then there's a wide shot of Chris, no smoking, just oh boy. Let's see, anything else? Close up of Chris. Notice he hasn't bothered to remove the shirt. Chris showing off his muscular bosom, his gut. Anything else? No, that's... And, well, there's just this one. Chris and his hula hoop, and goodness knows what he's trying to wear there. Is that meant to be, like, orange or something like that? No, that's just about that. Okay, so that was, slightly more disturbing than I thought it was going to be. So, I guess that does it for that. Chris is planned to report people backfired with what he said on the internet, and pretty much... if he just hadn't had said that, he would have been in the right about, this sort of thing. But then again, the police, I don't think, would have taken too much of it. If they didn't take an issue to him before, when he was at this pavilion, were dressed like that, then I don't really think there's going to be too much of a problem now. But I think it's pretty obvious that people are just wanting to stay away from him at that point. So, on a slightly more anticlimactic note than usual, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading of Fridays After 5, courtesy of the Quickie. Please make sure to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the reading yourself. Please also make sure to also like and subscribe to get daily notifications when my videos come out. And I hope to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.